got some good news and bad news. Good news first, I guess. So I found this Mr. Gasket 10-bolt diff cover. It's a chrome one on eBay. Paid barely anything for it because it had the bolts missing. Then I went and got some ARP stainless steel ones to go with the chrome. Got these off Summit. And this whole kit with the bolts cost, I think, $60 or $70, something like that. And I was able to save quite a bit of money by getting it on eBay, so, and it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, so I guess we'll find out once we install it, right? I'm only putting a quart of this in there today because I'm going to install this without any silicone, because a lot of people have said that if you're using the gasket, don't really worry about using silicone. And then other people say you want to put silicone on it. So last time I put the gasket in with the silicone and it ended up leaking. So we'll go ahead and see if we can see that from here. So I got it up there, you can see it's definitely got a leak at the bottom. Now it's a slow leak, very slow, and it's not coming from the front where the pinion seal is. It's definitely coming around the cover itself. And I don't know if that's because the old cover is rusted, and I looked at it, it looked fine, but now that I think about it, the old cover on the outside, it has a lot of rust right around in here, and I'm thinking that it's actually leaking out of that part of the cover. We'll know when we take this off, because we'll be able to see if maybe the silicone didn't actually seal around it. I did use gear oil silicone, so that's not the problem. I had this sitting here waiting for me. But that's what I used. Special stuff for gear oil. And it still leaked. So I think this time we'll put it on without gear oil. And if it still leaks, unfortunately, I'll have to buy new fasteners, because every time you take them off, you're supposed to get new ones. So if it still leaks, we'll have to buy new ones. And again, if it still leaks, I guess we'll just use silicone, because some guys just use the silicone on theirs and say that they never have a problem. So I think for us, though, we're going to use this gasket, and we're going to run the gasket, and hopefully it works. And I have 2 more quarts of this on the way, and the friction additive. I'm going to put this one in today after I torque this down to spec. These only get torqued down to 20. So 20 foot-pounds is... We're doing this all by the book. I had to order this 12-point 3/8 connector, or socket, specifically for these, because these are 12 points. So these are stainless steel. I think they'll look pretty good in there. And I already opened it up. It's a 12-point. And a bit of bad news. Something happened that I have known was going to happen for a while, because the Ventura's transmission, it's a Turbo 350 auto, started having a little gear whine. And I was driving it, my neighbor had actually asked if I could take them to town to get some groceries, because their car went out on them. And I said, yeah, I'd take them to town. So on the way back, the transmission started slipping. And I was about 1.5 miles away from home. So the trans is slipping. It's got that, you know, stop and go feeling to it. I knew exactly what it was right when it started doing it. And the engine's having to work extra hard just to get it to move, right? So I know the trans is going out. So I tell my neighbor, hey, the trans is going out. I think we can make it back though. And it got to, so there's like this steep hill right before you turn onto my gravel road here. And I live way down the gravel road. Well, it was doing this number, like we're just going along, just creeping up the hill. And sure enough, it dropped all the gears right there, right before I got to my turn. So I had to put the car in park, and I ran to the guy that was behind me in traffic, and I asked him if he'd help me push the car real quick, because my transmission just blew up. So he's like, yeah, I'll help you. So he gets over to the side, and we push it. And of course, right when we get to the turn, I'm pushing the car in and steering it, you know, from the outside. Of course, there's a guy oncoming, so we had to push it as fast as we could. So we got it onto the gravel road, and I tried messing with it to see if it had any gears, you know, even low gear, and just nothing worked. No reverse, no nothing, just totally dead. And the engine's running great, but transmission's just gave up. So I had to push it down my road until I could get it with the truck. So it was a headache and a half. I did also check the plug up front because I thought maybe it might have been leaking from there, but it's not leaking from the plug either. So, and I did check with, I had some old wire that I put down in there to see how low it was, and it was just like maybe that far down. So it hasn't lost very much yet, but I'm taking no chances with it because I replaced the rear gear and it cost quite a bit of money. Even doing it myself, it cost quite a bit of money, and I don't want to take any chances with tearing that thing up. But this car will be legal this week, so I already have the tires. I have all the tires sitting in the car because I've got to take them to the location, to the shop, and get them mounted and balanced. So we're trusting these tires to get me about 10 miles, and I already drove them that far once already. So I think they'll make it. I just got to go about 45. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I know it's hard to see, but I broke all these loose. And so far this silicone's doing its job because it's not leaking horribly yet. There's tons of mosquitoes under here. I don't know why. I guess because they're out of the sun and it isn't so hot. Under here it's pretty cool. Okay. This stuff must have just failed in one small spot. Because dang, is it on there. It's definitely been leaking though. Gosh, it actually hurts to do this though. Oh, there we go. It's coming. There it is. Oh god, this is painful. Look at that gear oil. It looks good. Still looks really good. It should though. It only has probably 30 miles on it. It's a shame, isn't it? Such a shame. Alright, so I'm gonna let this leak out and I'll come back in a few minutes. Alright. I don't really, you know what, might have been like right in here. And this gasket. Maybe down here though. Hard to tell. I mean, it's showing it from the bottom here, so let's see. Who knows, really? We'll just sit this down here for a second. Alright, that's draining out. I'm gonna go and get some shop towels and clean my hand and clean up the mating surface. And we'll try this again. There's my gasket scraper. We're gonna go up there and scrape all the old stuff off, and we'll put the new stuff on and get this done. There it is. On there. Don't know if it's gonna leak or not. Only time will tell. I'm about to fill a quart up in it. We'll see if it leaks. If it does, tomorrow I'll take it off and I'll just silicone the whole damn thing. So here's the hoping. I'll go ahead and put some fluid in it. Alright, here we go. Gonna put this in there and see what happens. Alright, it's got 1 quart in it. So far so good. New chrome diff cover looks good, even though nobody will ever see it, but you know. So does the stainless steel ARP fasteners. They look pretty good. So I'll grab that and I'll clean up. And I think I'm going to put cardboard down underneath this so that I know if it's leaking or not. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that is dry. Completely dry under there. And it's been a day, so I think we're good.